So the balance sheet is an incredibly important financial statement. The balance sheet lists all the company's assets, liabilities, and equity. So assets are things that the company owns, while liabilities are things that the company owes. And so when you compare liabilities to assets, assets minus liabilities, things that the company owns versus what it owes, what's left over is what we call equity. And so understanding the balance sheet and how the balance sheet is prepared is incredibly important for financial statement analysts. We need to also be able to interpret numbers in the balance sheet. We need to understand, how does receivables compare to sales dollars? How does inventory compare to sales in the income statement? So we want to understand and interpret the information contained in the balance sheet. As an example of what you can do with the balance sheet, in the 1980s, I know this is kind of an old example, but back in the 1980s, there was a very famous fraud case. And this fraud case involved a company called Crazy Eddie's Incorporated. So Crazy Eddie's was an electronics store in the 1980s. And this company grew incredibly. It had incredible growth during the 80s. It started in New York City and expanded, and it grew. And it came under pressure. So competition started entering the market. Sales were starting to decline. Profitability was starting to decline. So Eddie Antar, who was the owner of this company, the CEO of the company, was under intense pressure from shareholders to show continued growth in profitability. So Crazy Eddie, Eddie Antar, resorted to manipulating inventory to improve the company's profitability. Why inventory? Well, if you think about when we sell a product to a customer, we're going to sell inventory. And so at the time of the sale, we're going to record the cost of inventory as cost of goods sold in the income statement. Well, if you can artificially inflate your inventory values, you don't have the offsetting cost of goods sold in the income statement. And we'll see more details of this as we go through the balance sheet and the income statement. But essentially, Crazy Eddie inflated the value of inventory so that he could reduce the cost of goods sold in the income statement and improve profitability. He did things like, if he knew the auditor was going to do an inventory count at one of his locations, he would ship inventory from another location to the location where the count was supposed to happen. So the auditors would count inventory at location 1, and then they would move on to count inventory at location 2, and in between, Eddie was moving inventory all around his different locations so that it looked like he had more inventory than he did. So this was a very famous case in the 1980s, and if a financial statement analyst just performed simple ratio analysis on the balance sheet and the income statement, this fraud would have been uncovered. If somebody simply compared the growth in the company's inventory to the growth in sales, it would have been completely obvious that the revenue and the profitability and everything the company was presenting to the shareholders was overly inflated and manipulated by the company.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with our latest content and tips for the exams. Dive into our collection of free prep videos and materials through the links provided below.